And a very, very warm welcome along, everyone. How is everyone doing here on this fantastic Monday? I hope you're all doing very fit and well. Here we are just about ready to go with something I don't think we've ever done before, and you never know, we might never do again afterwards. Now, please do not fret that it says that the gift queue is 0. That is just because we've not got our starter yet. D1 has given us a mill tank, and that is what we're going to be starting with because D1 got in before anybody else. Before we get into the meat of what this particular challenge is, though, plenty of people to say good morning to, so welcome along to D1. Welcome along, Gemma Barnes. I hope you're having a great day. To Deadpool, to Mr. Chris Wesker, to Thyroidless, and I think I've missed a couple of other people. Sora Donald Goofy, welcome into you, and welcome in to everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, be at the start, the middle, the end of your day. Now, today, we're doing something quite similar to the gift lock, except you lovely people pick the Pokemon that we're getting. So all you need to do for your first one is exclamation mark gift lock in the chat. It needs to have the E at the end of it, that's very important, followed by the Pokemon that you wish to give me. Doesn't matter if you spell the Pokemon correctly or not, with hyphens, with spaces, it will know what you're trying to mean and add it to the list. So our list is already fairly long. So if I do this now, we should see that mill tank from D1. Yes, we do. Unfortunately, the queue overlay is not working. However, Absol unfortunately is not in Gen 2. So Absol will not be added to the list. Let's have a look at my gift queue, see if I can get it all up and running. So we've got Tyranitar, Houndour, Dodrio, Gengar, Lugia, Porygon 2 so far on the list. Any more than one, and it is unfortunately Super Chat or bits to get an extra one on the list, because otherwise the list could get very, very long. If it's your gift lock Pokemon, then absolutely feel free to give it a name. So I know the next one is from Gemma. After this, D1, if you have a nickname for Miltank, please do let me know. I'm just trying to get my full gift lock. Is that it? There we go. Full gift lock details in, so that I know exactly who's given me each Pokemon as well. Right. I did see you spend your bits doing a nasty thing with a spatula. That was over on Kim's. But D1, if you don't have a nickname for the Miltank, we'll stick with Moo. And we'll be on our way. Can Lugia be Poseidon? Please remind me when we get to Lugia on the list, and we can absolutely call it Poseidon. Now, it's going to be a bit of a weird week here on the channel, because you've got me live 4 days this week. You've got me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's Good Friday here in the UK on Friday, so I'm not going to be streaming then. However, we are going to be doing 3 streams back to back to try and make up for it, but tomorrow's stream is going to be slightly later than anticipated. I've got another one of my medical appointments, completely forgot about it when I scheduled the stream. So that's around about 1:30 in the afternoon for me. Hoping to be live about 3 PM instead. Now, there is going to be a teeny tiny bit of flashing, because we don't have an antidote. We're caught in battle. So hopefully we just survive on the way to the Pokemon Center. There we go. And let's now carry onwards and upwards. If we end up running out of Pokemon on the gift queue, then we will reset everybody's free picks. But if we don't run out and you do want an extra pick, it's going to be a minimum of any Super Chat or 100 bits over on Twitch. And you can add another one to the list. I've tried to make it as cheap as possible without making it completely unmanageable. I do also believe on Twitch for 50,000 channel points, you can add another one to the list. So there are a few extra ways to get extra Pokemon onto the list. So if there are 2 that you really want me to run, then there are a few ways that you can do it. Is there a way you can see the queue? That would be a good idea. So, obviously it's something that I forgot to implement in Mix It Up. Give me a second, I'll think if there's an easy way to do this as a command. So, commands. This is all kind of stuff you don't think about before going live. So we want file, read and write. And read from file. Then if I do an action of chat message, this may or may not work. We'll see. Kamakiku, thank you for joining at Pokeball tier. Your name is up in lights. Well, that's kind of it. Not exactly what we were after. But that might have to do for now. Leave that one with me. I'll try fixing it in the break. Thank you for the quick attack, Georgia. I hope you're doing very well today. Also, ignore the bit on the bottom right of the graphics. I forgot that I needed to update it when we pull a starter through. Absolutely, as long as the name's not offensive, you can call it whatever you like. And those of you who are looking forward to the prereqs, I've got my first one recorded back. You're relaxing at home, Georgia? Sounds like a very good day to me. I'm relaxing at home, even if I'm on air. It's a nice, relaxing time. So our next Pokemon, Gemma, get your nickname prepared, because you've given me a Tyranitar, and that is what we'll be getting, providing we can beat Falconer. Of course, Miltank is in the slow experience group, so it could take us a little while to get to level 8. Ooh, a wrap-style pizza sounds delicious. Didn't take too long to get on the food talk today, did it? And now later this week, as in tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, we are going to be running some very fun challenges. We'll be doing the megas of all Generation 3 starters. So if that's something that is interesting to you on Twitch, make sure you're following. And on YouTube, make sure you are subscribed with that little notification thing. You know the thingy I mean. Make sure it's lit if you do want to get notified on those. To be fair, 3 sentences in for food talk is pretty bloody good for this channel. Nice one shot there on the Poliwag. I spent all weekend coding this. I was up until around about 6:30 this morning, getting the last of the coding done. So, honestly, I'm a bit tired at the moment. You had an interview this morning? Well, I really hope it went well for you, Gemma. Let's get that level cap properly saved as well. A toffee chocolate Danish for lunch. Sounds delicious. Excuse me. I've still got morning voice. I'm still waking up. There we go. Level 9 achieved. For some reason we gained a bit more experience, so I think I might have broken the level cap. Thank you for the mischievous on the queue. I don't know why the level caps decided to break this time. We'll just have to be sensible with it and hope that I remember the level caps in place. Chat has been very nice, actually. Level cap, schmevel cap. There we go. We have defeated Falconer. And we do get the Tyranitar. That has worked. My Q thing hasn't. Thank you for the Zapdos, Kanbei. That has come onto the queue. Let me just fix my overlay slightly if that's not working. Because if that part of the overlay's busted, there's no sense in having lies, is there? And I will double confirm, by the way, after this, because you are the first person to actually super chat in real time. Goodness me, Photoshop, please just cooperate. I cannot stand technology this morning. There we go, that should have flown off the overlay. Or at least it claims to have done. There we go, if we do one of those. Gemma, please could I have the nickname Titar for the Tyranitar? Perfect. Kanbei, your Porygon 2 has come onto the list. So, Deadpool, you are next up, and that's going to be for Bugsy. So, Bugsy, you are going to be adding, or Deadpool, you are going to be giving me whatever Bugsy gives me. Kamikiku, thank you for the Corsola. That has just come through as well. Let me just double check that gift Pokemon queue. You get one free gift Pokemon, Georgia, by doing ! giftlocke, followed by the Pokemon name. Kamikiku, don't worry that it didn't tell you in chat that it's been added to the list. Same with you, Kanbei. They are on the list. I can see them there now. We've got Houndour, Dodrio, Gengar, Lugia, Porygon 2, Mischievous, and Corsola. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with our level cap. It needs an E at the end of it, Georgia. Giftlocke with an E. Just need to cross-reference a RAM address very quickly. DA1D, and what does my overlay think the level cap is in? DA1C, right, there's the issue. Knew it'd be something like that. The issue with the level cap isn't that it's broken at all. Hopefully. Well, now, why is that not syncing with my overlay? Things are going wrong already today. Didn't take long, did it? Apparently there's another spot where the level cap is. If we do that and then refresh, apologies about this. Stuff in RAM has moved around to make the gift lock happen like this. There we go. Now we're where we should be. Thank you for the Kingdra, Georgia. Let me double check that's added to the list. They'll be good to go, and then hopefully I can calm down a little bit and not get stressed about everything. So, Dodrio, Gengar, Lugia, Porygon2, Mischievous, Corsola, Kingler. Kingdra, not Kingler, right. There we go. And breathe. Hopefully, the teething issues will be our first time we do this thing. Because I'm really liking this idea so far already. Of you wonderful people being the ones in charge of what we get. RNG's fun. But I think the fact that you are all able to speak directly to our game now. And be like, no, I want Squidgy to have this Pokemon. I think that's kind of special. Let's take a look at what T-Tar's got. Not a lot useful at the moment, but we'll definitely be seeing him for Rival 2. I think that's where it's going to be coming into its own. In the meantime, we're going to continue with Miltank, because Miltank is slightly more appropriate for this area. And then we can carry on. I'm on my dodgy controller as well again today. I say my dodgy one. I'm on the controller with the dodgy D-pad as opposed to the one that disconnected partway through the challenge on Friday. So as it stands, we've got 2 Pokemon, Bugsy, Whitney, Morty, Jasmine, Chuck, Price, Claire. All our Johto Pokemon have been filled up. We've got plenty of space for Kanto Pokemon, provided we can defeat the game with what we've got so far. If we do get through this gift lock and there are Pokemon left over, we'll do another one. That's how it's going to work. I'm sure Tyranitar will get some screen time. Unfortunately, I can't guarantee that I'll be able to use every single Pokemon in battle on the regular, just because of the nature of the Nuzlocke. But I will try my best to give at least every single Pokemon the knockout hit in a battle. If you want to pick Magcargo, you pick Magcargo. If 5 people want to pick Magcargo, 5 people by all means pick Magcargo. There are no rules or restrictions on what you can pick. Because what's the fun in that? If you wanted to collude together to use up your free gifts, and maybe some of you use your supers in order to give me a full team of Macargo, you could do that. I don't think we'd get very far, but you could do it. The rules are, there are no rules as long as they're Gen 1 or 2 Pokemon. Nice one shot here on Zubat. D1 was very kind giving me a Miltank. Miltank's just what we need to get the start of the challenge done. It's going to be a fine balance, isn't it, between giving me the terrible Pokemon and wasting your picks. That's the only thing, especially if you are doing it with real money. Sora Donald Goofy, is there a Pokemon you want to add to the list? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Why are my alerts not showing up on screen? Oh, it's because they're covered up. We have our HM items, Sora Donald Goofy. So we are able to traverse the region without. So if there is a pick you want to add on, let me know. And I shall add it onto the list manually. Welcome in, Chad. I hope you're doing very well today. You can definitely add a Pikachu onto the list. Let me just try and figure out how is best to stop them getting cut off. We might just have to deal with dodgy overlay today, unfortunately. The font is the same, it's just different font weights. And it looks so different at a much bolder weight than a much lighter weight. I was kind of hoping T-Tar would have a rock move, but it doesn't. So that means we are going to be leading with Miltank. And we win. Kyun, you don't... Kyun, have you added a Pokemon to the list for free? Because I tried to let everybody have at least one free pick. So if you haven't done ! Giftlocke, you can get a Pokemon added to the list that way. Dodrio, that was Deadpool. What is your nickname, Deadpool, for the Dodrio? You have a new favourite snack, one that you're not most impressed with. I dread to think what that snack is. Oh, you had a Houndour. Where's the Houndour gone? Goodness me. It's deleted 2 off the list. Let me add that back onto the list. It's ! Giftlocke SB Frame. SB Frame, SB Flame. What is going on here? I've got the full list in front of me. I can't see Golduck at all. Where did... Kyun with Golduck. Let's have a look. Oh, I can tell you why Golduck didn't get added to the list. You didn't do Giftlocke with an E. I think it's because I'm manually editing it, you know. I'm just going to have a quick check at this when this command comes through. If not, I've broken something. We can keep track manually. There we go. So at the moment, please let me know if you think something's missing. Houndour's now for Whitney. Gengar, Lugia, Porygon 2, Mischievous, Zapdos, Corsola, Kingdra, Pikachu, Golduck. And Thyroidless, it is your nickname if you're still in. Unfortunately, there's no real way to test this without being in a real-world environment for stuff like this breaking. But that's why I've got it logging in several different places. I'll call it Borb. Actually, I'll just call it Bor. Because I typoed. Right. Let's try and make a little bit more progress. I'm amazed it's working in any capacity. And it's just, I think what might be happening is there are a couple of race conditions for the different files, so it just means I need to edit some timings. Exactly, plans do never survive first contact with chat. But the fact that we are able to directly get your Pokemon in game, I think that's just amazing to begin with. Snail Shoes is adding a Wobbuffet onto the list. Let's see if that adds on. That has added on perfectly. Boing to you two. I hope you're doing well this morning. Well, this afternoon, isn't it? We were poor getting our repels, so we don't have many. Level cap's all working as it should again now, though. What I had to do to make sure that Super Chats weren't logging... I'm being very presumptive here, actually, with it. To make sure that Super Chats weren't logging gift mons when we weren't running the gift lock, I had to set a special slot in RAM that wasn't used by our challenge run patch or any other patch. So everything else has shifted down one in RAM, which is why the overlay wasn't working for it. Get our rental abro, we need to get the bike. Ostensibly, the way this works is I use a program called Mix It Up to read the messages coming through from Super Chats and Bits. And from there, I'm able to inject them into the game. But we don't want to be trying to inject Pokemon into the game if we are just doing a regular challenge run. Thank you, Dennis Janssen, for the Pokeball tier membership. That is very, very kind of you. You get access to all kinds of fun emotes now, such as the Chansey in the bin, as Sora Donald Goofy is showing off. I will be mixing up our emotes over the next week or so as well, retiring some, bringing some new ones into the equation. You got sliced cucumbers that you've turned into pickles, Georgia. Also, apologies if I'm not that good at keeping up with chat today. There's a lot going on all at once. I really like the Zangoose one. The run itself is going well. My brain is already frazzled. So let me double check the top of the queue. We've got Houndour next, that's Deadpool's. That is a dead cert now as long as we can get through Whitney. There we go, we're through Whitney. Plain badge required. I'm going to watch this very carefully now to see what happens. We receive our next Pokemon. That's Houndour. That's working as it should so far. Deadpool, did you say Scooby, didn't you? So SCOO. Where's me B? There it is. Scooby. So now I'm going to double check this gift Pokemon queue list. Check my command. Gifted Houndour. There we go. Gengar's now top of the list. So Gengar was given to me by Mr. Chris Wesker, and I believe the nickname is going to be Wesker. We get there in the end. I think it was the Super Chat ones that kind of made the system get a little bit confused for a moment. And how bloody apt we're going to be getting a Gengar from Morty. We're actually in a very good spot, team-wise. Rock Slide, we're going to get rid of Leah because Screech is slightly more useful. Not much more useful, but it is more useful. Tri-attack, all of the yes. Chat has been very kind this run. I'm sure it's not going to last forever. I'm sure we're going to have a run where we get absolute horrible Pokemon. But we take what we get. Now, Thyroidless, I am going to be trying to keep Dodrio in the background just for a little bit, because I think Dodrio is going to be very, very handy at Chuck, so I don't want to risk losing Dodrio before that moment. It wouldn't be shiny if you put shiny in the redeem, but I could force it to be shiny by editing its DVs. It just gives me a random Pokemon with random DVs. Well, it gives me the Pokemon you're going to set with random DVs. Because when we do our Nuzlocks and our giftlocks together, we don't force perfect DVs. We just go for the luck of the draw. Any Houndoom fans out there, the next battle, in fact, after we've done the Kimono Girls, we'll be seeing in battle. And Soradol and Goofy, if you see now, we also received something like the Raft. So we're never going to be soft-locked. Ember Raw, Smog and Bite, that's pretty much all we need. Are we out of repels? We've got 2 left. Houndour's kind of quick, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. I did that so that we could get any old Pokemon and not have to worry about being soft-locked. Don't think we can really complain at that battle there. Could somebody far smarter than me confirm my gut instincts that Houndoom is quicker than Tyranitar? I know I did talk to you, Scene. I didn't go up Sprout Tower yet, so we didn't have the escape rope. The escape rope, by the way, becomes a key item in this. I'm going to run with Houndoom for this gym then, if it is faster. Just because we want the best chance of getting through that Gengar. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Get ourselves a Shadow Ball. W-H-E-S-K-E. Oh, thank you, Wesker, for the Pokemon. So we now have a Gengar on the team. Without any good moves, unfortunately. We'll give it Shadow Ball. At some point. I swear, every single time, she paralyzes us. It's not even that Tyranitar's bad in earlier generations, it's more that it's outclassed by Pokemon with slightly better learn sets. But in terms of stats, Tyranitar's great. See, a super effective water gun there did 11. It was a safe swap. Well, I think Tyranitar's definitely got its place here on the team. Like, it's one we are able to have as a safe swap in for pretty much anything that doesn't have a fighting move. The issue with T-Tar's Learn set is if we swap over to the Challenge Run overlay and put it in first spot, we don't get our good moves. That's the wrong Pokemon. Why is that showing us that? See, we don't get our good moves until the late 40s. So Crunch and Earthquake are great. Rock Slide's not bad, but it's not 100% accurate. So it's one of those, it gets better with age. Now, we'll be seeing T-Tar at the beginning of this because we've got a couple of Pokemon weak to a rock coming up. And Sora Donald Goofy is going to be your Pokemon next. First of all, we've got to deal with Jasmine's pure lies. We know it's lies. She knows it's lies. We just play along. Now this is where T-Tar's going to have to go away for a little bit, unfortunately. Because we're 4 times weak to fighting. And being 4 times weak to fighting in a fighting gym is not conducive to a good time. Has anyone legitimately ever used Bide as a real strategy? Bide is one of the single worst moves out there. There we go, we're through the double team. Bugsy's Scyther with Bide is probably actually a fairly good legit strat. My strat for this gym is just try attack and hope for the best. I just need to grab something here. I want to test something out. So this is Chuck. Chuck is our 5th gym leader together. He's a fighting type specialist. And he's going to lead with Primate. How fancy's that? Oh no. I thought we were high rolling. I thought we went into yellow. Unfortunately, we've lost our Dodrio. But we do get a Lugia in its place. So, Sora, Donald, Goofy, do you have a nickname for the Lugia, please? Poseidon. No, we've just done Chuck. Didn't need to press that button. So up next, I believe, is Kanbei's Porygon 2. But we do need to say goodbye to Dodrio at the same time. So Bor, thank you for your service. Good morning, Royal K-Man. I'm a little bit overwhelmed with how this is all working. But it's just about getting there. I've added a little hotkey on my controller that can detect where I am in game. And if I press in the right thumbstick, it'll show the right title card. Chat has been very kind to me. Because for once, these aren't random. Chat is picking my Pokemon. It goes into a queue. If you do ! Giftlocke with an E at the end, you'll be able to add your Pokemon to our queue. Bit harsh there with the full ones, Kanbei. I've got past Will multiple times and can count it on one hand. Welcome in, Paul. I hope you're doing very well today. Aeroblast, Safeguard, and Gust for Poseidon. Yep, the powerhouse that is Gust. I'm going to try and avoid using hidden power on this one as well. I think because you're all picking the Pokemon, I'm going to trust you all to give us enough team diversity so that we won't need hidden power. Goodbye, Gyarados. Now, around about halfway through the Rocket Hideout, we are going to take our first very quick break of stream. I didn't have a chance to go to the loo before we started stream because I wanted to make sure the gift queue worked. I mean, that's part of the fun, isn't it, if you all screw me over? I've got to be honest, I was really hoping for some right stinkers in our ChatLocke. And although it's early days, is this something you'd like to see me do maybe once a month, maybe once every other month or something? Have a version of the giftlocke where we don't get the RNG, and instead you lovely people get all your picks. I think it's been a little bit scuffed with the coding, but I think we're onto something with the concept. I especially think having the free picks so that everyone gets a chance to give me a Pokemon, and then the extra picks if you do want to. I think that's the right balance. Because initially, and I'm going to pull back the curtain here. Initially, it was going to be just paid picks, because the coding is very complex, trying to manage 3 different gift queues. Because I've got the queue for Twitch, the queue for YouTube, and I've got a free queue. So what will happen is once we've reached the end of the queue, in X amount of giftlocke's time, that's when we'll reset the gifts. So as soon as we run out of Pokemon in the queue, so right now Wobbuffet's the last Pokemon in the queue. When we're at Wobbuffet, if we've had nothing added on since, everyone will get another free pick. But I really didn't want to make it paid only to pick the Pokemon, because I don't want anyone being left out. I am so glad your date was a success, Seth. I reckon I will try and find a cap, or try and do a cap in some way, but the trouble is I can't restrict how many times people super chat, and I wouldn't want someone to waste their money. There we go, that's Lance defeated. Why is Price not showing up? That should say price there. Overworld map location. Never mind, we don't have Price's title card. Exactly, a super chat is expensive for some people. Which is exactly why we have the free picks as well. Because I want to do this not so that I can make the money from the super chats. You absolute slag Price. We should more than comfortably have tanked a blizzard. Porygon 2 nickname, please. I know a crit on a low accuracy move. What are the chances? So, Miltank, I am so sorry. You've got to go in the box. Now, we do have Jasmine up next. However, I am going to take a very quick break beforehand. If you haven't got your gift Pokemon in yet and you would like to, then !giftlocke in chat followed by the name of your Pokemon will give you a free pick. If you want more, you can super or 100 bits. I'm going to take 3 minutes, try and untilt myself after that, and I'll catch you in a moment. And a very warm welcome back. Thank you so much for your patience there. Unfortunately, my drink has just gone and spilled all over me just as I was about to click go back live. So I will take a drink from my backup drink. What happened with Miltank? Crit hit Blizzard happened with Miltank. Price was not a nice person. But we are now back. And we're ready for revenge. Fortunately, I keep a load of kitchen towel on my desk for occasions like this. It was on thin ice. In fact, I've got just a picture for that. That's what we think of Price. But up next is going to be Jasmine. And when we defeat Jasmine, we should be getting a Mischievous. I've got every single file on my PC index, Kanbei, so I just need to search for it. We risked it for a biscuit there, but it paid off. And with that, we've beaten Jasmine already. So, Malice, if you are still in, what would you like the Mischievous to be called? Give you just a moment or two. If not, we'll have to come up with a name for it for ourselves. In the meantime, let's clean up this absolute mess. There's nothing worse than when your fizzy drink fizzes over. There's no middle ground with Jazz. Miss for Mischievous. There we go. Let's take a look at our team now. I reckon, you know, Gengar's probably the one to box for now when we get Claire's Pokemon. Because I don't think Gengar's going to be that helpful until a little bit later on. Yes, I did have a Fizzle-Launch. Brilliant turn of phrase there. God, we've not been on the bike much. One thing I'll try and do for next time, and it's emphasis on the word try, is I will try to have our little pictures on the overlay linked with the person who gave the Pokemon. Not even sure if that's feasible. But then, a few weeks ago, we wouldn't have thought this whole concept was feasible. I believe it's 10 characters alphanumeric in Gen 2. Also, as I was mentioning at the very top of the stream today, it's a weird week stream-wise for us this week. We're live 4 times. Normal time today, normal time Wednesday and Thursday. However, tomorrow's stream is going to be slightly late because I do have a medical appointment. My dyslexia did a number on what you just said there, Gemma. My dyslexia processed that as you were getting new feet to tomorrow. There's never any obligation for you to join any of the streams. I'm just always grateful for your company when you do join. Of course, we're not going to have the rare candy there, are we? Didoy. You could say I was putting my foot in it there. You're not wrong, Kanbei. Yay, a rocket section. Let's get everyone up to 40. We've not got a bad team at all. Chad, have you added a Pokemon to the list? Ooh, how's the pizza looking, Georgia? What move was that? Wasn't paying attention. Lock on. Try attack, yes please. I am in Kim's Discord, yes, Georgia. Make sure everyone's up to the correct level. Get my on-screen furniture the right way round again. Goodness me. Really looking for a flamethrower or a flame wheel. Just something better on Scooby. Have a little nibble on a muck. Probably swap leads after this to our Lugia for a little bit. We've not seen Lugia yet. And even though it's not stab, Surf will do a lot of damage. Would have been nice, you know, if Lugia could have a psychic type move, take advantage of its psychic typing. I shall take a look on the next break. Nice crit there on coughing number 1. Coughing number 2 goes down, as does coughing number 3. Taking full advantage of the coughing's lines. Very weak special defense here. And the fact that we've got a bloody Lugia. There we go. Oh, bloody hell, I didn't mean to battle this one. He's only got a single Wheezing, he should be fine. Oh, that was a crit self-destruct, that could have been bad. I've just got it up on my phone now, Georgia. That looks, even though I don't eat cheese, that looks so appealing. He leads with Sneasel Pleasel, doesn't he? In this battle. So we'll lead with Scoobit Doobit. Oh, bloody hell, he leads with Golbat. It's the last one he leads with Sneasel Pleasel, right. Slide some rocks on your face. Goodbye, Meganium. Haunter, I barely know her. That could have gone a lot worse. We're not on a clock, so we're going to take the Pokemon Center heal here. Now, thinking about the 3 challenge runs we've got coming up this week, who do you think is going to win out of Blaziken, Sceptile, and Swampert? Because I think the obvious choice there would be Swampert, but Blaziken could do some very real damage on Red Snorlax. Sceptile's the one I've written off, honestly. Because we're pure grass, and that means we get the worst start. In terms of type matchups, we get Falkner, Bugsy, and the Rockets. All at the start. Apologies, chat. My chat has completely frozen. I am not able to see anything at all from what you've all been saying, so I've not been ignoring you. There we go. It's all coming through now. Mega Swampurt's jacked. How could it lose? Good point. I was thinking it was a little bit odd that nobody was talking. Thing is, it had frozen on both of my chat screens in different places. It's come back now, Kanbei. You can't say nice things about Lance anymore. Lance does have a cape. Now, the cape isn't terrible, to be fair. That Murkrow's like, oh god, I've just pecked a rock. I like Lugia's name. Is it me? Or every time I'm risking it, does it seem like the AI is getting a critical hit? Aeroblast has one of the best Game Boy animations. You're not wrong there, Kanbei. Now, we must remember to get the radio card. We've been a bit lax at it on times recently. Gengar's not dead, no, Sora, Donald, Goofy. Gengar's just in the box because I thought out of the Pokemon we've got, for the Rocket section, it's not going to be the best. And I want to hold on to it for later on. He's on the bench at the moment, as opposed to moving on to pastures new. Be very interested to see how much damage a Tri-Attack does. Nowhere near enough. Which means we go on to plan B. which is to aeroblast the heck out of everything. I think the item I'm looking for is up here. I want to get a berry. It does have high crit in this game, yeah. We are taking 0 risks with PP management on that thing. So this is Claire. This is our final Jotonian gym leader together, and she leads with Dragonair. Oh Christ, that didn't do much. We've lost our Mischievous. Freeze, please. We got a burn, that's better than nothing. There we go. I said we were taking no risks when it came to the PP. You can't just take half a sentence and use it out of context. Mischievous, we barely knew you. You'll be getting a challenge run soon. But you gotta go for now. But that does mean we're about to get our next Pokemon. Let me check the list as to whose it's going to be. It is going to be a Zangoose? I wish it was Zangoose. Zapdos, rather. GG, if you want me to have a Pokemon that's Dark or Electric type, you need to add it to the queue! Exclamation mark giftlocke. Everybody gets one free pick. It gets added to the bottom of the queue. And when we get that Pokemon, we will call it your nickname. There is Zapsu. Oh, its moves ain't great. Houndoom has suddenly had a bit of a glow up, getting flamethrower there. We're turning our Gengar into a bit of a jack of all trades there. Because I reckon we're going to need something half decent for Lance if we even get there. Fire Punch in Gen 4, though, would be brilliant on T-Tar, wouldn't it? Just a shame it's special in Gen 2. Enough with the bloody paralysis. O95 is perfectly cromulent. I mean, when are we ever going to use Screech? It's been a while since we've been caught by Joyce, but today is the day where we get caught by her once more. I might need to take a very, very quick break in a moment. The cat is struggling to get up a hairball. So I'm just going to keep an eye and an ear on him for just a moment or two. And then play it by quite literal ear. Get an Earthquake TM. You know what, I think we will give this to T-Tar. Right, rival number 5. Wrong move. Aeroblaster does not care for your reflect. Bites does not care for your reflect in this gen either. And with that, we are at the Pokémon League. So we'll heal up whether we need to or not. Gonna get a bunch of full restores. And now, just before heading into the league, I do just want to make sure the cat's okay. So I'm going to take another 3-minute break now. And we'll see whether we are able to get through the league for the first time this year. And we are back. That is one cat successfully reassured and back asleep now. Thank you so much for your patience there. There's nothing to worry about with the kitty. I just wish that he hadn't got this hairball up on the bloody sofa. Right, should we take a look at our team going into the league? We have Houndoom, Scooby the Houndoom, Flamethrower, Roar, Bite, and Feint Attack. Poseidon the Lugia with Aeroblast, Safeguard, Surf, and Recover. Titar the Tyranitar with Rock Slide, Bite, Earthquake, and Fire Punch. And then we also have a Rampage the Porygon 2 with Tri-Attack, Psybeam, Lock-On, and Defense Curl. We've got Wesker the Gengar with all the punches plus Shadow Ball. And last but certainly not least, we have Zap 2 the Zapdos with Thundershock, Thunderwave, Agility, and Detect. That's who we've got going into the league. Our first league member is going to be Will. He is, of course, a Psychic type specialist, and he's going to lead with Xatu. Nice start there from our Tyranitar. Reflect is up, which isn't great. Slowbro comes into play. Now he's not going to use Psychic moves. Amnesia's not what we were hoping for there. That did a lot more than I thought it would do. Let's swap into Scooby for a second because he'll use Psychic. Reflect has faded. Maybe a Bite will get him to flinch. Curse is fine. Feint Attack should KO. There we go. Big threat gone. Misclick there, meant to swap. We're through Will with no losses. It is a stacked team. Chat has been very kind to me. I take no credit for getting through Will. Up next is Koga. He didn't minimalize there. Interesting. That was a crit. Goodness me. No losses at Bruno at Koga either. Sod it, why not Zap Cannon? So we've got Bruno next. I think Poseidon's going to be best for Bruno, isn't it? We got Surf just for this Onyx. We have a very good team. Right, now Karen is one I'm not sure what to do about, honestly. I didn't pick up the extra bitterberry, which was probably silly in hindsight. Because we've got a bit of a weakness to her Pokemon with Lugia. Maybe lead with T-Tar. No, I think what we try and do is we try and incapacitate her Umbreon first. Apologies, I didn't get to the level cap, so that doesn't count. Knew there was something I forgot to do. Let's try that again. She's used Sand Attack, so we will swap in to Scooby now. She's confused, so we'll swap back in to a Rampage. There we go, Umbreon's gone. Vileplume next. We'll swap into Poseidon. We're paralysed, which isn't great. But we can one-shot that. Murkrow next, interesting. Rock Slide the Murkrow should go down in one. Don't Destiny Bond. Oh, you absolute scumbag paralysing me. Doesn't matter anyway. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. That is a selfish perception of people. Truly skilled trainers should try to win with their favourites. I like your style. You understand what's important. Go on, the champion is waiting. Are we actually going to get through the league on our first try with this ChatLocke? Let's get everyone up to 50. I'm genuinely nervous. This is Lance. He is a lie with the Flyers, and he's going to lead with Gyarados. One-shotting Gyarados is good. We outspeed Dragonite, we knock it out in one. Dragonite 2 comes out, we one-shot. We're not getting paralysed by the Dragonite. Ice Punch is going to do slightly more than Thunder Punch. Swap to Thunder Punch for the Zard. Critical hit. It's all over, barring the singing for Lance. And that is why we held on to our Gengar. We kept it safe because we knew that was our key through Lance. Let's have a look at our Hall of Fame. Wesker the Gengar. T-Tar the Tyranitar, Scooby the Houndoom, Poseidon the Lugia, Rampage the Porygon 2, Zapdos the Zapdos rather. They are our league winners. Now I'm just going to very quickly take a look at the gift queue now. see how many we've got left. There is room for 4 more Pokemon on the gift queue before we close it for the day. Because we've got our 8 Cantonian gym leaders, they will all give us a Pokemon. At the moment, we've got Kingdra, Pikachu, Golduck, and Wobbuffet on that list. So if you've already made a pick, then you can do a Super Chat or Bits. If you haven't made a pick, !giftlock will get you on the list. I personally would not go for a Super Chat or a Bit one now. And I would hold off until we do it again another time, if you want more on the list. Because I think the Pokemon we get in Kanto are just going to be fillers, really. To be perfectly honest with you all. I'm trying to figure out our best way around Kanto, you know. I think I'll do it like I did in the Christmas video. We'll start off with all the storyline. Carnage, have you added one to the list yet? Because you are more than welcome to do !giftlock with an E. And add either Starmie or Tentacruel, I beg your pardon. There we go, Starmie has been added to the list from Carnage over on Twitch. If you aren't following me over on Twitch, by the way, here is a link to my Twitch channel. And I can confirm that you are 5th on the list, Carnage. Thank you so much for adding a Pokemon on there. And those of you on Twitch who aren't following me on YouTube, there's a link for you. I love Starmie as well. And if anybody wants to get into the Discord, here's a link for both of you. Oh, pee off. Didn't mean to battle you, Robert. Did I buy Max Repels earlier? Yes, I did. My bag management's been awful in this one. So we're not going to be doing any gym leaders for a moment. We're just going to try and get all of Kanto unlocked first. Congratulations on your shiny Basculegion, Gemma. I did my first pre-recorded challenge run last night in a very long time as well, folks. I don't want to spoil too much, but Whitney's Clefairy Perish Song to me turn 1. So I've got it out for Whitney again. We might as well get through all of Nugget Bridge now, because then we're done with the long slogs of the game. Welcome in, Moises782882. I hope you're doing very well today. Exactly, Whitney's Clefairy is the issue. I've said it since the very beginning. I think her Clefairy is significantly more dangerous than her Miltank. Goodness, Screech into Explosion is overkill to the highest bloody degree, isn't it? It's like, I could be horrible to you at the moment, is what Whitney's thinking, but I'm going to be extra horrible to you. Your favourite Pokemon's Bellossom? What a very, very cute favourite Pokemon. Got a real soft spot for Bellossom. It's the only Pokemon that loses a type. Please do bear with me ever so slightly. There is something I want to do here. I think we need to get 3 Drill to have his title card. So I just need to get my map location, 1701. We'll find out if 3 Drill's okay. Hello, Django. Who do you want me to imitate? I'm going to assume B-Drill from that message, but I will get confirmation. And thank you, Sora Donald Goofy, for the Butterfree Super Chat. I will add that on to the list. B-Drill's cry is kind of brrr, isn't it? Let's get that gift Pokemon queue all sorted up. So that was... It didn't process because you put the exclamation mark gift lock in there, Sora, Donald, Goofy. However, I have manually overwritten it. So you are now on the list. That means we have 2 slots available. If you haven't claimed your free Pokemon, exclamation mark gift lock, followed by the Pokemon as long as it's in Gen 1 or 2, and it will go on the list. But we have just 2 slots left. Now, Kanbei, I hope you're not going to be offended, but I think at the moment, Zapdos is the least useful member of the team. So I will be boxing Zapdos for now, just so that we can do our game progression and get our next Pokemon. Because we need space in our party in order to battle our first Cantonian gym leader. Which in this instance... Boo! It's going to be Blaine. Tried to attack us with furries and it didn't work. We have the Kingdra. Kingdra's come through. So, Georgia, if you are about, what would you like the nickname of the Kingdra to be? Apologies if I scared you with that Beedrill impression. Sniper. I like that name. Can't spell that name, but I like it. We actually get to use Dragon Breath for once. Sniper? I barely know her. I think we'll put Wesker away for now as well. Wesker's had a lot of spotlight. No, I think after this one we'll put T-Tar away. Sorry, this is Jasmine, by the way. Janine, rather. Poison type leader of Fuchsia Gym. Leads with Crobat. Wrong move. Didn't matter. I like Janine. There's the Pikachu that was from... Goodness, who did the Pikachu? My brain's having a moment. Genuinely, my brain is having a moment as to who gave me the Pikachu. But if it is your Pikachu, I am happy for a nickname for it. If not, we'll just call it a Chew. We do have the name rater if we can figure out who gave Pikachu and they want to give it another nickname. In the meantime, we are going to temporarily box T-Tar. T-Tar has done very well for itself. We'll take on another gym leader. And I think we'll take on Sabrina next. Sabrina, the Psychic type specialist of Saffron Gym, and she's going to lead with Pescion. Well, that was easy. And it is time for the Golduck. Apologies, I skipped through that a little bit. Quaxers. Q W A X E R S. And even though we are getting these Pokemon fairly late, I do want to try and at least give them some screen time. I don't have a Thunderstone, no. Yes, I do know where to get one. No, I don't think it's worth the effort of getting one. So, this is Brock. Brock is going to be our next leader. I've realised we're going to have to deposit someone after this, so we can get our next gift. Boulder badge acquired, let us. You know what? Lugia has done very well for itself. But I think we box it so we can get our next Mon. Wobbuffet, snail shoes. What do you want me to call the Wobbuffet? Give just a moment or two for a nickname. Oh yeah, Wobbuffet is terrifying with Shadow Tag. Genuinely terrifying. I have Snail Shoes on Discord, so I'm just going to give him a quick ping. Oh, apologies for the ping, all too late there. Hubert. Now, we are going to box Hubert for now, but I'm going to bring it out for the red fight, because I think that'd be a lot of fun. How many Pokemon are in the queue? Starmie and Butterfree. So there are 2 slots left for today. 2 slots left in the queue. If you haven't claimed your free one yet, you can claim your free one. I really wouldn't do a super chat for the last 2 Pokemon of the run. And I reckon we'll do another one of these when Nuzlocke Friday returns on Friday week. Because I'm taking Good Friday off. So what would that be? It would be Friday the 18th. So that would be the 25th we'll bring it back. I hope chat isn't as kind next time. So yeah, on Friday the 25th, 11 days time. By the way, this is Surge. Need to remember to press it in now to get this little thing. Electric type leader of Vermilion Gym leads with a Raichu. So, Carnage, this one is going to be for you. Oh, shoot. Opal. Let me very quickly swap into Sniper. Bloody Zap Cannon hit. There we go. So we will call our Starmie Opal. We are very stacked on water now. Honestly, not a bad type to be stacked on. Twister's a dragon move as well, Georgia, but it's barely a move. Oh, we ranged. What a shame. We lost Pikachu. Oh, she's being a bitch now, isn't she? There we go. Yes, Achu did at least get a little go. Sora Donald Goofy, what would you like to call this Butterfree? I'll never cheer for Misty Starmie. And the queue is now empty. So I have just reset everyone's free picks. I can't guarantee that I will get your free pick, but if you're quick, you'll be able to get one of our last two Pokemon for the day. As soon as the queue empties, the free picks gets done, and there we go. Queue is now full. So we've got Smeargle and Rapidash. We've actually got two Smeargle in the queue. So our queue is Smeargle, Rapidash, Blastoise, Smeargle. So it looks like, unless I completely fail and lose this Nuzlocke in its final moments, we'll be starting off on Friday week with a Smeargle. Six Smeargle Nuzlocke could be fun, actually. We've not been to Celadon City this entire bloody time. It's the wrong lead, Squidge. A lot of it's going to depend on what level Erica gives us our Smeargle at. Oh shoot, we shouldn't be playing with a Chew. Please ignore that, it's just a gym trainer anyway, it doesn't matter. I will box a Chew after we've done this. Cheat, I know. To be fair, that was more of a hindrance than anything else in that, wasn't it? Oh, bloody hell, Carnage, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. We have a hype train coming in, apparently. What's a hype train? But thank you to Carnage for a gifted sub, to Queen Tashi, to Kim's Mad World, to Alajango, to Anemia, and to Georgia. If you are in chat, please do make sure to say thank you. Thank you so much, Kim, for the 100 bits as well. Let me fix up my overlay a little bit now because we've done all this. And Georgia, thank you for the 12 bitties as well. There we go, the alerts are working properly. Hype train level 2, bloody hell. Crunch over bite, yes please. We're in the middle of a gym leader, aren't we? Is that another 5 gifted subs? You really didn't have to. Thank you so much, Carnage. Those of you on YouTube, if you are wondering what's going on, we have a hype train over on Twitch. A level 3 hype train, bloody hell. There's Kim with her belly balls doing some very suspicious things. I'm speechless, I don't know what to say. Rapidash. Do we have a nickname for Rapidash, please? A level 3, thank you for the other gifted sub as well. Please don't spend all your money. Bratwurst, well done, you have a gifted sub. Rainbow Dash might not fit. So we'll have to stick it with just a rainbow because I'm not doing Rainbow D because that sounds sussy. I like hype trains as well. They're weird, in a weird way. Now Pikachu, get out of here. That is a very, very scary, massive belly bolt emote, Kanbei. Oh, I genuinely feel uncomfortable there. Oh no, it's so distracting. We've only got one more Pokemon left to go. One more Pokemon, one more gym left to go. You know what? I think we'll bring T-Tar back out for this. So I think Opal's going to go in the box, as is Quackers. Because we want to bring out Hubert. And I do want to try that Smeargle, honestly. I meant to bring out T-Tar for this. Shoot. My brain's a little bit frazzled. Let me do that correctly. So we want T-Tar back out. And we want Hubert out. And thank you once again, Carnage, for all the support you've shown on this stream. That is... Words are not with me. It's not very often I'm lost for words. But genuinely, thank you so much. And Kanbei, thank you for gifting a sub to Whitney's Miltank of all things. But this is blue. Oh no, we've lost T-Tar. Yeah, as long as it ain't the Clefairy. Oh, I think that sound alert's not working, Kanbei. I forgot that I still had it on. I'm cheating here, very blatantly cheating, but my brain's gone to mush. Thank you so much for the hype train. It completed at 30% of level 4, and we have a hype chest apparently. I got a full damage emote. I feel like that's just my brain at the moment. There we go. That's who I should have brought out to begin with. We are, what, 2.5 hours into this Nuzlocke? I had a cat almost choke on me earlier. I'm at a loss for words for the kindness of Carnage. And my brain's just a little bit frazzled, honestly. So we're cheating on this one. I don't care at this point. I've had too much fun. I have also realised I forgot to get to the level cap. That did a lot of damage, jeez. And a friggin' crit. Ugh. We're wiping at blue. Or are we? We are not wiping at blue. It doesn't include the Gen 3 Pokemon, no. There's not enough room in the ROM. Welcome in, Malik. I've named that Smeargle Help because we need help. We lost a lot of team members there. Goodbye, Rainbow. Goodbye, Hubert. Goodbye, Sniper. Goodbye, Wesker. That was brutal. However, we've still got a lot of decent Pokemon in the box. Let's have the unenviable task of getting everyone up to 81 now. Gemma, by second longest member, do you mean the Tyranitar? Yep, unfortunately, flash warning for this. There's now I can do about... the rare candying screens. I appreciate that it is a lot of flashing. I will let you all know if you want to look away when the flashing is done. Save your eyes, save your retinas. I've got Turbo Kim, it's fine. We're almost there, only 2 more Pokemon. Thank you for the follow, Colfin. I hope you're doing very well today. That is the gift queue that we'll be starting with on our next gift lock on the 25th. Exactly, you never know what the RNG is going to do to you. Sometimes it does wonderful things, other times it makes you question your own existence. We have 21 more levels left to go. And then the flashing will be over. There we go, I am pleased to say the flashing has finished. So we'll have a little chance with Professor Oak. We will unlock Mount Silver. And then when we're... I should have put a freaking repel on for this. Malik, I know that my Smeargle doesn't have moves. Have faith in me, please. I know what I'm doing. Wrong trainer. I'll have a listen in, see what music is playing. Yes, that's my Azalea. Made a very, very long time ago. Oh, this is kind of broken. We can't do the strat I was planning on doing, never mind. There we go, we can. We've got Spore. It has the 25% chance to miss. Which is why it missed. Where's the Rantalabra? There it is. Oh, we've got to fly all the way back to bloody Mount Silver. Or cycle, I should say, because we went into Pokémon Center. not all status moves, but any of your non-volatile status conditions. So your burn moves, your... Well, I suppose there isn't a guaranteed burn move in Gen 2, is there? But your stat lowering and non-volatile status condition moves do it. Confuse Ray is always 100% accurate, which is a royal pain in the arse. We'll lead with Scooby. He crit with Blizzard. Second bloody time we've seen that today, isn't it? Wrong move, Squidgy. Ouch. There we go. Ooh, might have lost a couple of team members, but we got through. Oh, I feel like I can relax again now. Goodness me. So how did we all find it? Did we like this concept? Do we want to see it happen again? If we do, we can bring it back for Friday week. So that'll be the 25th of April. We'll start all over again. Everyone can have their own fresh free picks once more. And we'll see what we come up with this next time. No promises. I'm going to start working on the coding for this in Gen 3. No idea how long it's going to take. Could take months, could take weeks, could take a year. If we like this concept, I'll bring it to every gen we play. That is my promise to you there. Now, we're not done yet for this week. Tomorrow, I can't remember the order I've done them in now. I was going to start plugging my stuff that we've got coming up, but it helps if I can remember what bloody order it is. It's going to be easier to port it into yellow than Gen 3. So we might as well put it into yellow just because it's pretty much the same bloody code. We'll start afresh next time because there were no paid Pokemon on the list. Now I really bloody wish that YouTube would stop being so awful in the live streaming dashboard. My entire browser's crashed. It shouldn't be this hard to get a list of my content. I just want to know what's coming up when. Bloody hell. Right, here we go. So, on tomorrow, we have Blaziken live at 3 PM United Kingdom time. An hour later than normal. An hour later than normal tomorrow. Then we've got on Wednesday. It is Wednesday the 16th, isn't it? We've got Mega Swampert happening at 2 PM United Kingdom time. On Thursday, we've got Mega Sceptile happening at 2 PM United Kingdom time. Excuse me. Oh, bloody hell. Right. That is it for today. We'll start afresh on the 25th with this. In the meantime, over on YouTube, I do want to say a big thank you to Kanbei, to Kamikiku, to Sora Donald Goofy, all for your 2 super chats. For Sora Donald Goofy for the extra super chat, Kamikiku for the membership at Pokeball tier, and Dennis Janssen for the membership at Pokeball tier. Over on Twitch, bloody hell, thank you so much, Carnage, for all of those gifted subs, to Kanbei for the bits, for Kim for the bits as well. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you've all had a lot of fun. I'll be back 3 PM tomorrow, so that is around about 22 hours time. We'll be running ourselves Blaziken through Pokemon Crystal. Have a wonderful night, everybody. I'll catch you all very, very soon.